Hi and welcome to the absolutely stunning Aphrodite Hills Golf Resort here in Cyprus. My name is Chris Ryan and in this video we're helping those golfers who get that club shaft way too steep in the downswing. They have a club path which is very much across and they really struggle with those weak left to right shots for a right-handed golfer and they often lack power. And we are going to use something as simple as this little device here that I've created. So those golfers who get that club excessively steep will very often have a lack of power and a lack of control when it comes to direction. Those golf balls will often have huge amounts of curve to the right, and sometimes when they do manage to get the club face into a position which is more closely related to its path, we get the ball going straight left and we really struggle to hit target consistently. So to fix this, we're talking all about the right arm and what role this plays in the delivery of the golf club. And I've just created this very, very simple little device here. So what it is, it's just a sweatband. And into that sweatband, I've just got a T-peg. So you can get these on most driving ranges. And what it's going to do for me is just going to allow me to see how my arm is working through this downswing. So I'm just going to put this on to my right elbow. But I'm actually going to put it so it's on the inside of the elbow. And what you can see here, hopefully, is the T-peg is there just to represent the inside of my elbow. Okay, so the outside of my elbow is obviously behind me here. The T-peg is there representing the inside of my elbow. So what we're going to do is we're going to get you to take a starting position and we're going to get you to make a backswing. No different. But what we're going to do on the downswing is we're going to start to think a little bit more about this T-peg and we're going to start to think about its relationship to the golf ball. So let me take my address, let me make a backswing, and then we'll go through what we're looking for. So backswing is normal. Now, you'll see if I start to steepen that club excessively, so it's way outside the line, you'll notice that the T-peg on my arm points significantly in front of the golf ball by a considerable amount, getting close to the target that I'm aiming at. Now, the club being in this delivery position is a result of many things, but it can be a result of what that right arm is doing. So let me do another one. This time I'm going to try and achieve a little bit more of a desirable position. So we're going to go back, and as I come down, I'm going to try and get the club into a much better position. Now you'll see again from the face on that the T-peg points possibly still slightly behind the golf ball. And this is really the goal that you're trying to achieve. You're trying to get the T-peg to stay pointing behind the golf ball that you're hitting. Notice how if I very quickly tip the club head to be more in an outside position, how the T-peg very quickly points inside the golf ball. And you can see what that's done to the delivery of the golf club. So how my right arm functions in the downswing can hugely influence the delivery of the golf club. Now, for many of you, the right arm will be working incorrectly. The right arm is something I see day in, day out from golfers struggling with delivery of the golf club. If you are someone who's struggling with that right arm, my advice would be get rid of the golf club to begin with and actually just make some swings trying to think about what this right arm is doing. So I want you to take a fairly normal address, my hand's in its position that it would be if I was holding a golf club, but obviously I haven't got a golf club. And many of you fairly naturally will want to always come back to this position here. And you can see where the T-peg's pointing, it's in front of the golf ball. So this would be what you want to do naturally. We're trying to get you to feel like from the top, you deliver the golf club with the T-peg pointing back behind the golf ball, as you can see there. Now for me, I really start to feel that in the back of the shoulder, because my arm is what we call externally rotated. And for many of you, that won't feel particularly normal, and it may not feel particularly comfortable. However, we need to achieve something closer to this if we're to get that golf club to be delivered in from a more neutral position, ultimately giving us the better attack angle, the path, the strike, and ultimately the speed. So, backswing, rehearse it. There's my T-peg pointing outside or behind the golf ball, I should say. What we don't want is that T-peg to begin to point back in front of the golf ball far too quickly. Okay, so if you're the golfer who is getting that club shaft way too steep in downswing, struggling to deliver the club with the path that you want and generate the speed that you want, there is a very good chance that the right arm has some part to play in that poor delivery, and therefore working towards improving that right arm movement can improve the delivery. Absolutely nothing to stop me hitting shots with this on, But what I would actually get you to do is just actually clip that ball 30, 40 yards, finding this position first, and then going ahead and hitting it. You know, these are going to be things that you're not particularly comfortable doing. These are going to be positions that you're not particularly comfortable hitting. So let's break it down. Let's go super, super slow to begin with, so we can start to feel, so we can start to recognize, and we can start to understand a little bit more what needs to be done. We can then add the speed a little bit later. So let me go ahead and do one as I would like you to. So we're going to do stop on the way down, check the arm position, and then I'm just going to clip that ball a relatively short distance. So normal setup, backswing, there's my delivery, T-peg looks pretty good, and then I can just go ahead and just clip it, and it's only gone about 30, 40 yards. But really it's all about initially trying to find these positions, recognize what that feels like, and get yourself a little bit more comfortable getting that right arm more externally rotated closer to impact, and that's ultimately going to help you improve some of the things that you're trying to work on. Hopefully that video is helpful to you. Go make yourself one of these. Cost me 50 pence, so very, very cheap, but really going to help you understand how that right arm moves. And I say understanding it is really the key, or the start, how to start and improve that process. Thanks for watching. Thank you again to Aphrodite Hills for hosting me for a few days. Big thanks to Golf Breaks for making it happen. Much appreciated. Thank you for watching. All the usual stuff is down below. The like button, there's a subscription page, so just click on that as well. And there's also a comments box if you want to say anything. Please say it down below. And also, if you've got any suggestions on videos you'd like me to film moving forward, you could do that in the box down there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.